A not-for-profit media business is the way forward for Singapore Press Holdings to manage the consistent declines in print advertising and subscription revenue. The media company calls it the best and most appropriate option. It says that the move ensures that the public continues to benefit from quality information and news from its media titles and newsrooms. Nadir Mukhtar with this report.
It's a move towards survival. SPH's chairman says this has to be done as the media business's losses are likely to continue and widen.
We want to ensure that the newsroom preserves its capability, has the core competency and has the resources required to discharge its responsibility as a major media service provider in Singapore. So we have to look for other alternatives, and restructuring is one of these. Is the what I said, the best and the most appropriate solution for this difficult situation.
The non-profit entity will depend on funding from an initial injection of $18 million from SPH and $30 million worth of SPH shares and property REIT units. The new funding model means it can also receive funding from private and public sources like the government.
Advertising revenue has been declining sharply due to the falling print circulation. The company had already resorted to 3 rounds of retrenchments in the past 4 years. It says there's little scope to cut any more costs. The transfer will move all assets from SPH Media to a newly formed Public Company Limited by Guarantee, or CLG. A CLG is an entity that does not have a share capital or shareholders, but instead has members who act as guarantors of the company's liabilities. After the transfer of SPH Media to the CLG, SPH will no longer be subject to shareholder and other relevant restrictions under the Newspaper and Printing Presses Act, but it's not clear if the limits will apply to the CLG. All staff from its media group will be kept. SPH did not comment if wages will be cut. The Creative Media and Publishing Union has committed to ensuring employees are treated fairly. SPH's chairman was also asked if the new funding model will impact the quality of journalism.
They will not stray from the mission to maintain the credibility, trustworthiness and respect of the media by the Singapore public. So I'm quite confident that despite some perceptions otherwise, that SPH Media in its new home will continue to uphold the values.
SPH will call for a meeting with shareholders to approve the proposal around July and expects to complete the restructuring by the end of the year.
Trading of SPH's shares had been halted since this morning before the stock market opened. Its shares had closed 2 cents or 1.1% lower at $1.79 yesterday.